Hey everyone, I thought I'd come on here and talk about something. It's about Ark Survival Evolved and Ascended. I am a person who has been a fan of Ark Survival Evolved for a long, long time. And I really loved the DLCs and stuff from that game. And as well as the mods that were on ASE. I really liked those mods. I wanted to make one for myself, but never could get around to it. But I have to say this. I am a person that is really good at really. I'm very, very, very attached to Ark and stuff, and I love the game very much. I hope to one day join Wildcard's team. Wildcard, not Snail Games. Wildcard. Yes, WC, not SG. I hate SG. But that's what I'm come to talk about. I suppose you guys have seen the AI trailers released for Ark Aquatica, and I'm a person who's a pacifist about Ark. I'm not like one of those people that likes to complain about the issues or the performance. Like, I'm not that type of person. I don't like complaining about games not working because I know that they'll get solved eventually. But I've come to talk about something that us as the Ark community needs to understand is if we all leave Ark Survival Ascended and Evolved just because of snail games, that's not good. I want Studio Wildcard to stay afloat. Period. I don't want the main player base, the ones that don't make videos, don't make live streams on this game, to just end up leaving because wait, oh well, the company made a bad decision, we're just gonna leave. Like, that's not a good decision. That is not a good decision at all. I am just saying. I know I'm looking at my screen, by the way. So I keep turning my eyes over there because I'm looking at my screen. It's distracting me a little bit. But I got into Ark around. I've been into Ark ever since the beginning. Ever since 2015. I used to love the game. I played it. I played it when the game was just really simple. It was just very simple. But obviously, I will say this, the greed of cheat codes got to me eventually with other games. Yeah, I never played Ark through the beginning. I was there through the beginning, but I was there and I wasn't. Yeah, I was I was only in the game during the trial days of Ark. I did not have money to buy it at the time. And I'm glad I didn't and waited until it evolved and it got into a more stable state. But it obviously took years and years and years for the game to be in a stabler state where I could play it. And the reason why the reason why I say that is because, well, the game was the issues I ran into in the early days of Ark were the Sabertooth AI being really bad. I'm not sure some of you Ark players remember this, but I remember when the Sabertooth AI was so bad, their aggro range was horrid. It's like It's like their aggro range bubble was like was literally covering the entire map. Yeah, their aggro range was covering the entire map almost. I remember when I died by it, the saber-tooth that was chasing me, that I respawned at spawn, and it found me. Somehow, the saber found me. It ran all the way to the spawn to South Easy. Somehow, it ran all the way there without getting killed by any dinosaurs. By anything. It didn't get killed by nothing. It ran all the way across the map to kill me in the game. Yeah, I remember those days. Some of y'all might not remember that, but I do. It was horrible. Very, very bad. I'm happy they don't do that now, or else I wouldn't play the game at all. Because I don't want to be chased by a dang creature in a game for 25 minutes. Just for me to take my blink rifle and kill it. And that not do anything. And it still be hovering toward me. As a corpse. As a ragdoll. Yeah, that happened, by the way. That was in the early days of Ark, by the way. That was in 2015. Sabers had aggro range that were freaking crazy. They would aggro at you from 1,000 miles away. Yep. Yeah, they did. And I have vivid memories of that. I remember I was in a swamp and the same saber found me. The same one found me. Yep. I kept spawning in different places. And it found me. Well, I didn't spawn in different places, but I definitely remember vividly that I spawned somewhere. I went back to easy and it followed. It didn't follow me all the way back to easy. When I respawned, it automatically knew where I was. And it ran all the way to me. Now, I can't remember the reason it did that or why. Someone will have to tell me in the comments why the sabers would automatically aggro to you and stay aggro for a long time and never de-aggro. Yeah, I know. Some of you guys will probably be like, wait, I remember that happening. That's because some of you guys that are playing Ark Evolve, and that never happens. They de-aggro immediately. That never happened for me. Because I remember I was playing Ark Survival Evolved in 2015 through the tutorial, through the download trial that doesn't exist anymore because the game is fully released. Basically, when the game was in game preview, I played it then. And it just kept following me. It followed me and followed me and followed me. It would never give up. Pretty much. Because I remember when the sabers were relentless and they would never give up. Some of you guys don't remember that. Because you didn't play on Xbox. I remember it because I was the one looking at it. It freaked me out. And then I played it in game preview again when I got another console. Oh no. When the trial version was when the certification for the trial was reset. When the timer of the trial was reset. Because that happens with games. The timers reset and then you can do it again. You can play it again. Some of y'all don't know that. Yeah. With Xbox games, if you've already played a trial, and you wait a few years, and if it's still not ready, that game is still not ready to release, and you try the trial again, it will let you try it again with the new content, because your console knows that that game has new content you haven't tried out yet, and it used to let you do it. These days it doesn't. It doesn't let you do that anymore. But besides the point. And I was planning on saying this during a gameplay, but after Dave's announced that, after Bitmore Dave announced that he's leaving, I thought I would say this to most of the community, not the YouTubers. The YouTubers, I agree. I don't blame my favorite YouTubers like Ras Clark, Bitmore Dave, some other ones, and some others for leaving. I don't blame them. But I see comments on other people, on those YouTubers' videos, saying that they want to literally not have us all leave the community of Ark, period, and never go back to the game. And some people are saying that they won't buy the new game because it's run by Snail. Snail has nothing to do, by the way, Snail Games, nothing to do with Ark Survival Ascended. That's completely ran by Wildcard, by Studio Wildcard, and it's their decisions that matter, not Snail's. Yeah. And I just want you guys to know this. I don't play Ark on the channel. I don't. I like playing Ark. And I'm going to tell you guys the actual reason I don't play Ark on this channel is because it's an 8-hour game. And I don't give this information out much to anyone. At all. Really, I don't. I am a disabled person. Really, I am. I have a disability. I can't play 8-hour games in an episodic stance because I don't like to. Minecraft is different. I could play Minecraft on this channel all day. That's why I chose. We'll fix the camera a little bit. That's why I chose to play Minecraft more than Ark. Not more than Subnautica. I will go back to Subnautica once the signal on my Xbox fixes itself, because it's kind of crap right now. And I will check real quick. And see, I had to uninstall it because my console told me to. But sometime I will reinstall it and play it again for y'all. Well, not play it again, but I'll continue my survival series on another time for Subnautica, because I've kept trying to play that game on here, on this channel, and it lags the frick out. It does. It lags like hella crazy. Move my headset over there. It lags hella crazy. And the reason I say it lags hella crazy, it does. I've tried recording several games, and it keeps saying, please check your internet connection. That it's trying to connect the console, but it can't. Even though the console is right there, it can't somehow. It's weird. Even if I'm sitting right here, the console, my phone cannot reach the console, even if I'm sitting here. What I'm trying to point out is the thing that keeps popping up in my videos says go back to home, that I have to wait for every time. That's why. Some of you probably noticed in my Five Nights at Freddy's 3 videos that sort of message, that sort of screen keeps showing up in those videos. I don't have professional equipment, so I'm just telling you guys that's the reason why I am doing that. I'm just telling you guys this just so you guys know. But back to Ark and not about other stuff, me. But I am not leaving Ark. I'm not leaving Wildcard's side. I am siding with Wildcard and Studio Wildcard through and through because that is literally like a child to me. I love that game very, very much. I will not choose Ark over any other game over the world to be my favorite game to play. Even though it hurts seeing other YouTubers go, I'll still be the one playing Ascended because I love it. Because it has so many mods I haven't tried in my life. Some of you guys may be like, will watch this video and be like, wait, he's never tried any of the mods? He's never tried Ark Editions? He's never tried Godzilla Ark? He's never tried the Indomitable Duo? He's never tried the Monster Hunter mod? Or Riot's mods? No, I haven't. I have never tried those. Ever. I've wanted to for a very long time. I have wanted to. And the thing I used to do with Ark, I used to do role plays in here by myself. Because the main issue I have is I like to think I have a camera. I like to think I have a camera pointing like a cinematic camera. Like, I always think I have a cinematic camera when I play Ark. That's why I am never leaving it, because I love it that way. The constant crashes are fine. They're getting better for me on console, mind you. But I'm going to say this. The only way that Studio Wildcard can fix Ark Survival Ascended is getting Instinct Games back. Or trying to buy it. Find it and buy it. That's the only way they can do that. Because a lot of... I'm being real, guys. I'm serious when I say this. Ark doesn't deserve half of the hate it's getting. I understand the entire community saying, oh, they need to get this issue, I'm not going to do this. I understand that. But there's not playing a game, period, ever, until the company decides to change, which some of y'all don't do that. Don't do that. That's not good. If the player base just leaves the game for both games, that's not good for a game at all. I'll show you one other game that lost its fan base. I just now remembered it. See, there was a game called The Stomping Lands.
Whoa, fuck me.
That was 11 years, 10, 11 years ago. And that game is also 10 years old. And The Stomping Lands is like a game. See, even Bob and Wade, My Skirm and Lord Dang Minion played this. The Stomping Lands. The dang Stomping Lands. And it's where most of the models from the Isle come from. Most of them, not all of them. They have new models now, but the models that were in the Isle before was from the Stomping Lands. This is the original arc. We have to remember that, because if you look up what happened, if you look up what, if you look up this, what happened to the stomping Angie, looking for the right word, stomping land. You look up what happened to the Stomping Lands.
Do you guys remember the Stomping App? You know, before Ark, before Atlas, before any of these other games, we had what was perhaps one of the more interesting open world survivals.
Yeah, because this was the first arc. Stomping Lands was the first arc. And it was and had its own Kickstarter and everything, and then it just vanished. It never came to be anything. And I'm currently having the video playing in the background right now, but
the Stomping Land was a much smaller indie budget game, but also had some incredible features that I think were really.
It was like an indie game. It was a very indie game.
Slightly. They actually blew past their target, ultimately raising over 100.
And that game failed. That game failed. Stomping Lands became a failure. And some of these other games as well left. Some of them, I remember, I think that happened to The Forest at one point, I believe. Someone will have to correct me on that, because I don't remember. I remember there was a time where The Forest lost its player base. For a long time. A very long time, if that. The Forest was never mentioned, never, ever mentioned, until Sons of the Forest came out. Yeah. Do we really want to do that to Ark? Do we really want to shove Ark into the pit of lies? Where no game, and basically into the deep, deep, dark pit where a lot of other games have succeeded and failed. Because there are a lot of games that succeeded and failed at the same time. And were never brought back from sunlight. Ever brought back and that was that had never seen the light of day ever again. The developers just said we're done, and they never brought it back. That happened to a few games. See, there is a big old long list. Because if you look up games that were never released, but that lost their player base. Yep, it's the games that lost their player base. Like, there are a lot of games that lost their player base within just months. Not months being released, months or years.
Video game industry, there's always something else for gamers.
See, For Honor lost their player base. No Man's Sky, Street Fighter 7, Resident Evil 7, Evolve, Battleborn, Pokemon Go, and Titanfall. I'm sorry for the bits of moments. Of silence, because I'm having moments of silence for these games because they lost their player bases. There are still people that play them that are gaining their popularity back, like Pokemon Go. But For Honor, like games that see Tom Clancy's The Division lost its player base. For Honor, No Man's Sky, Street Fighter 7 or 5 rather, RE7, Evolve, not Evolved, not Arc Evolved, Evolve. There's a game called Evolve, Battleborn, Pokemon Go, and Titanfall. They lost their player bases. Do we really want to repeat that with Ark Survival Evolved and Ascended? Do we really want to do this? Because guess what? If we do that, the game's not coming back. The game will never come back. Do we want to risk killing off the franchise, or the Ark franchise, in another way? Because there are two ways to kill a game. Either the company drains their pockets of all their cash that they've got from people by making games until the company's last days, which some do, which is a good thing sometimes, a good thing, that's if I made a game, that's what I would have done. I would have made game after game after game like Scott Cawthon. If I made a game. Until I have no creative idea anymore. And that's what I love with Ark. Ark is such an amazing game. A mix of dinosaur, technology, and sci-fi. That it's a perfect concept for a Universal movie. A movie made by Universal. Basically on the lines of Jurassic World. Now, obviously, if they were to do Ark, they'd have to take their Ark's dinosaur designs and make them photogenic, of course. I know my face is cutting off the screen, but I have no other way of making this video without it. And see, there are more games in 2024 that just lost their creative, like their. See, Helldivers 2 lost its PB, its player base, Power World, Suicide Squad, as well. Do we, as the art community, want to literally let some of these games go and just die from not having people play the game at all? See, and guess what? There was an art video saying why most art players have left the game. And I would get it. I get it. Most of the game, like some games like most games like I'm trying to think of it. Most games like Ark lose their player base because either it's from greed, which Wildcard is not for. Wildcard never did anything like this that was this bad. And some of y'all in the art community, I will say this. The reason I'm gonna say this about, I'm just gonna say my opinion about the whole situation is that I love Ark. I'm gonna keep playing Ark for one reason. It's because I'm excited for the new update. The new DLC for Lost Colony. I'm gonna buy that. But the one I'm not buying is Ark Aquatica. If it ever comes to Xbox, maybe like down the line, maybe. If it ever does, I'm not buying it. I don't like snail games. I played Pixark. I played Pixark. And it's good for what it was. It's good for what it was. But it just got boring. Really, it did. It bored me. You just felt soulless. To me, you felt soulless. But with Ark, Survival Ascended, and Evolved, there's soul there. There's soul there. And the one thing I'm not gonna let happen is let Ark die. I'm not letting Ark die in any way. I don't want it to die. Mainly because it's a game I grew up on. I watched every video on it. I watched everything. Some of you YouTubers probably won't recognize my name on the YouTube space much. Like Loaded Crisis might not, Jack might not, Mark might not. Is because I've gone through several accounts in my life. My devices have been hacked 3 majillion times. Well, multiple devices have gotten hacked. One of them broke. That's my tablet. But multiple devices broke. I just thought I'd say that because it just came to mind. I'm just sick of the people getting upset, saying stuff that could potentially hurt the gaming industry. Because you have to watch what you say in the Ark community. I want some of the people in the Ark fan base to really, really think about what they are saying. And I want optimization for Ark as much as the next person. But we aren't gonna get that if we gripe about it. Are we? No, we're not. The reason why Ark Survival Ascended isn't that good isn't because of Snail. It isn't because of Wildcard. It's because of Snail. Actually, I just let it there. It's because of Snail Games. And, two, you don't see other communities gripe about what's happening to the games these days. Minecraft is doing better than all games. I was one of the people that would used to complain and gripe about a game. Minecraft with the crossbow. Nah. But I don't not like that anymore because I completely understand it now. I've always understood people's reasons and desires for not doing this. Like, I'm still outraged at the fact that Snail Games would even think to make a DLC and reactivate the servers for a game that's already dead. Like, the nerve that company has. Now, but I will say, my companies, the companies that I think would be perfect to make Ark great. Ludia Games or Jam City. Yeah, the GG. The JG. Jam to the City. Yeah, the creators of Jurassic World Alive and Jurassic World the Game. Yeah. And you may say, but isn't Jam City similar to Snail? To a degree, yes. But at least they know how to make a game right. Like, you play Jurassic World the game, it's smooth. Well, at least for Jurassic World the game. Alive, not so much, because, when you're moving around, sometimes if you go off the app and go back on it, it will pick you and move you back to the location you're at. It won't automatically keep you there, which I wish it would. Because technically, for some of these mobile games that are doing on the go stuff, you'd want the ability to have your cursor be movable. Like, you can look at different shops and stuff, which I would like. And you can find dinosaurs in those shops, or DNA in those shops, in Jurassic World the game, in Jurassic World Alive, rather. And in Jurassic World the game, sometimes I kind of wish that they would do something with having you be able to both, when you get a hybrid from a card pack, you unlock it. It doesn't make sense to put a wall up behind a hybrid that you already have. To me, that doesn't make sense. I don't complain about games unless it's Jurassic World the game or Jurassic World Alive. But I'm not going to get into that because it's about Ark Survival Evolved and Ascended and Snail Games and Wildcard. So, but I will say that I love both Wildcard. Well, I love Wildcard Studios or Studio Wildcard and Ark Survival Evolved and Ascended for the sole purpose of the mods. And I should see why there are some mods that are missing. Like the Godzilla mod from Riot's videos. The Monsterverse one, at least. The Monsterverse, Godzilla, King Ghidorah, King Kong, Mechagodzilla, the original versions of the G-Man, and some of the other kaiju mods. And the Monster Hunter mod as well. Because I know how Capcom thinks. And yes, I have played, and a fan of Capcom games. I don't play those games on the channel because I'm not very good at those games. Yeah, I'm throwing that out there. I'm not very good. I always die. I always die to every monster in that game. Yes, I do. It's silly. I remember I tried to fight like the bear thing. So we'll have to leave in the comments the name of that thing. But the bear tiger thing that always kind of jumps at you. It kind of tries to pounce on you and smacks you back. It basically does knockback to you. It's like that bear thing. I'm gonna move the camera back a bit. Here. It's that bear thing. The bear thing with the weird mask on its face. Or what looks like a mask. I forget what it's called. But those mods, I still find this hilarious to this day. That Capcom thinks that Wildcard added their creatures to Ark when they didn't. It was a modder that did that. I still find that kind of funny. I will always think that that's funny to me. I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't have a clue why. Yeah, I don't have a clue why. It just is. Because why get upset at the company for it when you could get upset at the modder for it? They're a modder for a reason. It's either that Capcom couldn't get in touch with that modder specifically, or it was something else. I'm not gonna say what. I'm just saying it was probably something else. Probably something else happened. Just saying what I think. But what I will say, to kind of cap off this, well, not really cap off this video because I have something else to say. You know, some news about Minecraft and stuff. But I'm gonna say this about the new Ark Aquatica. I love Ark. I'm not downloading that DLC. Because why would Snail do that? That's stupid. Like, I get Ark Survival Evolved is still popular, but they could have done a smaller update. Like, I'm being real. They could have done a smaller update. Like, this would have been a lot better. My idea would have been a lot better. I'm gonna say this now, and you guys probably will agree. The Ark community will agree with me. That having a smaller update to Ark Survival Evolved that doesn't contain a map or new items. Just animals. And that's it. No open servers. No new map. No new items. New dinosaurs. New creatures for land, sea, and air. And that's it. Yes. No new map, no new items, nothing like that at all. A free pack that includes basically what I'm trying to say is what I would have liked is if Snail Games pulled a Lego or no not Lego, a WB Games and released packs for their deal for ASE instead of a full-length DLC. Because we're over with Ascended now. We have moved on from Evolved. I'm on Ascended. And I love it. I can't, but the thing is I can't really express myself enough in that game because there's not enough maps. So I used to go through each map on my own using cheat codes. Yeah, I did. Not a servery. What I mean by servery, I mean that I am not a PvP player or a the other PvP. I'm not an official server player. I'm not dedicated or official at all. I stay away from those servers because they're chaotic and yada 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 because of DDoS attacks. I only play Ark Survival Ascended on single player because that's what I used to do with Evolved. I never went on a server. In ASE, I only went on a server to try to find people who play the damn thing. Yeah, I said that. I tried to use servers to find good players to play the damn thing with. Yes. To find people that play this game with, instead of playing it by myself all the time. Because you can't find people on Ark in the community that play this game fair anymore. You can't find a group of people that you could be friends with, like, definitively, that won't try to show up and be rude or do anything bad, per se. And that's why I stay away from the servers. That's why I choose to stay away from the Ark servers on Ascended, because I don't want that to happen. I play on Ark Survival Ascended only because I like making my own stories in my head when I play it. I pretty much do that. I pretty much role play. Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, I'm ashamed of it too. I'm ashamed of that too. Yeah. 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 I'm being real when I mention that. I roleplay when I play Ark, yeah. On single player. And I don't know why. I just like thinking the dinosaurs. Okay, here's what I used to think with Ark. They occasionally may in. That one girl in the Ark animated series, all the characters from the Explorer nodes turned into dinosaurs. I feel stupid even mentioning it. But I used to think that every character in the Ark lore was a dinosaur or an animal on the Ark. Like they died and they turned into it. Like some sort of weird, like, apocalypse. I don't know. My brain was crazy. Which it really was. That's not even a joke. It was really crazy. I was a crazy teen. But I am not leaving Ark wildcard side. I'm not leaving Ark. If you try to come at me saying, you have to. No, I don't. It's my choice to keep playing the game. I don't play with people. I play by myself. That's all I'm saying. Is I play by myself when I play Ark. Add the dab in there. Yeah. But I will say that I 100% agree. If if my favorite YouTubers are wanting to quit Ark, that's fine. Now, I don't hear Riot talk about it as much, or Riot has been posting nothing. He's probably peeved. I might check Riot's channel. He probably is in a state of like, wait a minute. He has less than 1,000 now. Weird. Yeah, 2 days ago, yeah. Yeah, yeah, if I look at videos,
I guess it takes a while to gestate.
yeah, like,
I guess it takes.
yeah, he's been playing Ark Travel Ascended, but I've been noticing, I noticed now that he hasn't uploaded close to, if not at all, in a while, which is a bit weird that he hasn't come out and talked about the same thing that he probably doesn't. I'm gonna say this, that I'm gonna assume that we can all say why Every Night X Riot doesn't want to join the mess pile. People saying I'm quitting Ark. We probably know why. It's probably because of his fan base. Hey, Riot, I'm not calling you out or nothing. I am not calling you out. You're good. You're fine. Just throwing that out there, buddy. You're good. I'm not calling you out. Saying that you haven't said anything about the current situation. The current situation with Ark. With Ark Travel Ascended. And Evolved. And yada yada yada. You know, I get it. We can all say why. We can all think of why Riot's not saying that he's gonna quit making Ark videos. It's probably because his fan base is mostly people who play the game. Well, not mostly people who play it. His fan base is people who enjoy watching him play the game, doing mods and stuff. That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make here. It's all, for years, his channel has all been Ark everything. There were literally, like, there was literally Monster Hunter videos of Ark. Stonely might stop, probably. Stonely may stop doing Ark, maybe. We don't know. I'm just trying to guess who's gonna go next right now. Because if you think about it, some of these YouTubers, I'm being real when I say this, some of these YouTubers, I'm not trying to cause drama amongst me and some other YouTubers, I'm not trying to at all. But for some of you, I am not trying to cause drama with y'all. I'm just trying to guess which one of you guys is gonna go next. Gonna, add to the pile, if you know what I mean. Add to the barrel of people who are just leaving. I'm trying to guess. Because if you look up Ark Riot modded Riot Ark modded, not that that, because there's a playlist I have in my playlists that is literally all of his Ark mod videos. Really. And now, obviously Game of Beaver stopped playing Ark way before all these other YouTubers said that they're going to stop. Which is bold, to stop playing a game that didn't stop after a few dozen things. See, there's literally an Every Night X Riot mods playlist, and it has every single. It is a playlist of 112 videos. Yup. 112. 212 actually. 212 videos. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Yeah. Crazy. On Ark Survival Evolved alone. And E, the person who made the playlist, isn't even like adding to it anymore. That's how crazy it is. It's every single one of Riot's mod videos in one playlist at one time, and I'm happy that he may not quit, because the point I'm trying to make with the point I'm trying to make is with the people quitting making art videos, it's kind of bad for them to do so. And the reason why I say it's bad is because in certain people's case, like Riot here, he made 212 videos. That's dedication. And the reason why I am saying this about Riot is not because it's bad, not because not saying it's bad or he should quit or whatever or blah 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 blah. It's that Riot probably every night, or well, I'll just say it this way: ENX Riot probably can't quit playing Ark. Yeah, so what I'm trying to tell y'all as my fans is that I want y'all to, as my fans, if you play Ark and you watch any of the YouTubers I mentioned, besides Dave and Riot, no, not Dave and Riot, Dave and Ras, besides Dave and Ras Clark, like Gaming Beaver, Syntax, well, not Gaming Beaver because he already stopped. He stopped on his own without people telling him to do so. The people that I don't want y'all telling them to quit playing the game is Riot, because he'll probably do it. We don't know if he'll do it on his own or not. We don't know. He may or may not do it on his own. We may not. He may not. He may just quit YouTube altogether if people tell him that to quit playing the sole game he plays. I'm just trying to warn y'all. If y'all go around telling other people to quit playing the game, or other YouTubers to quit playing the game, it's not gonna work because their views are gonna decline badly, and they're gonna get decrease in revenue on their videos. Yeah, the revenue on their vids will decrease because some videos, if you look at Riot's videos, like this last video at the very bottom of the Riot Every Night X Riot Ark Mods playlist that this person made. That's titled "Finally Playing as Monster Hunter Creatures Ark Survival Evolved." That was released 5 years ago in 4K. Has 126K views from 5 years ago. I'm trying to warn y'all not to go after Riot to tell him to quit, because he might end up and quit YouTube on top of it. I'm just trying to warn you guys that are in the Ark community that if you try to tell some YouTubers that are playing Ark for videos or doing all this, they'll take a break not only from Ark but from YouTube, their livelihood in general. And you don't want them to take a break from YouTube, now do you? Just because some of y'all said, "Oh, you stop playing Ark. Ark is this and this." I understand some of y'all's points and opinions. I understand. But for some people, They can't give it up. Some people like Riot can't give it up. Can't. Probably will not give up on Ark. Pretty much. Pretty much. People like Ras Clark and Bitmore Dave, Jim Bob, Syntac, and so on. They're good. They're alright. I wouldn't mind if they stopped doing Ark videos. I don't really mind if they don't. If they stop. Like, and other YouTubers like, what's it called? Insomnia. He stopped Ark a long time ago too. Riot is the only ArkTuber left. Will be the only ArkTuber left to quit. And he won't do it because he gets views from Ark. That's how he gets his views. That's how he gets his money. That's how he makes his money. Yeah, I understand Riot very, very much. With every fiber of my being, I understand him. Because I've said in comments before that I want him to do more mod videos. And I understand why he don't stop doing those and start doing more survival series to play the game how the game was played. Because you don't want it to be mod. You don't want it to be mod video after mod video after mod video after mod. That. Should I say, you don't want Ark content to just be mod video after mod video after mod video after mod video. You want to mix it up. You want to spice it up for Ark with Ark content that is more along the lines of mod showcase survival series. Mod showcase survival series. Mod showcase survival series. And even then, he stopped doing mod showcases entirely. Which I respect. I respect Riot and his decisions. But that's the issue. Wait a minute, I just now noticed. I never uploaded episode 2 of... I never uploaded episode 2 of Minecraft thing. I'm so stupid. Wait, or did I? Let me check my channel right quick. If I can even check it. Here. Oh. Let's not do that. But after this, I will check my videos, my YouTube channel for something right quick. I need to. But anyway, I'm gonna say this as one final send off. If some of you guys request people to quit playing Ark, it's not gonna be a good idea because then you will lose the franchise completely. What do I mean? The best, okay. Before I find a stopping point, I'm gonna say this about this is a message to Studio Wildcard or Snail Games, whoever is in charge of management at Snail or Wildcard. Get a collab with not Microsoft, Mojang. Mojang will treat Ark better than Snail. I'll tell you how I know that. They will add new map after new map after new map after new map after new map, new items every single time to Ark Evolved. We may not want that, but it'll be done this time. It'll be done right. Because Mojang is very, very good at doing new content for their game. They have a new snapshot that adds in. I was gonna say this in a news video, but didn't think it'd be necessary. That adds vibrant visuals. I've asked for that for so long. I've asked for that for so long. And it looks really good. It makes the game look more realistic. Looks better than ever before. And I'm so happy they're doing this. They have shadows. They have things that look that, water's trickle, like the trickle of sunlight beaming off of water, all of that. Obviously, it's not shaders that we all are used to with the sun beaming through under the water like real life, but this is Minecraft we're talking about. You have to keep it realistic. And having new things is realistic. And I'm happy they're doing that. I can't wait to see what my realistic shaders are gonna look like with the new vibrant visuals. Because once that comes out on the 25th, I'm gonna talk about that. I may make a video talking about the new features and stuff coming to that in that update. Before the survival series. Or after, either way. Because I won't have it on until that video comes out. Obviously, you'll see the new mobs in the backgrounds of those videos, so it's not really spoiling anything, but oh well. But I will say that I am happy that y'all are that y'all found my channel. I couldn't be happier. I'm saying that right now. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for y'all. I thank you guys for everything. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which should be in a couple hours, of course, be FNAF 3, getting the good ending, of course, and later on today, a Minecraft video. But I also will put a poll up saying which games do you want me to play. Do you guys want me to play Ark Survival Evolved? Do you? I'm not playing Ascended. No. Do you guys want me to play Ark Survival Evolved? Because I will happily put all my creatures that are in. I'll reuse my old bases, of course, because I'm not rebuilding an entire base. I want to keep everything semi-prepped. Because I don't like playing Ark and having it not prepped and ready with a base. It is annoying to build a base. Because, I will say this, it's annoying playing Ark and not having a base set up. Yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, boys.